Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I really hope you're all doing okay and having a great day and an amazing week. My name is Effy and today we're doing something a little bit different. However, saying that, this is kind of my first opportunity to do it. So we are kind of approaching Christmas. I'm filming this and it's September, so it feels really weird to say that. But this video will probably go up in October and I am unboxing an advent calendar. I personally watch these videos every single year. My favourite person to watch is Sophie Louise and I think she's starting her series soon, so I'm very excited to watch it. And I've always wanted to do them, but this is my first Christmas period on YouTube, so I'm going to give it a go. I think I'm only going to do 2 this year, the one I'm going to do today, and then I also have the Glossy Box advent calendar. I've ordered it. It should be here soon, so that video will be coming at some point. Subscribe if you want to see it because I can't even tell you when it's going to be up, so you're just going to have to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. But maybe this could become a yearly thing. They are quite expensive, so maybe I'll just do a couple each year, but I'm happy to do that. I love watching these videos and so I just think I will really enjoy filming them. Before we get started, I just want to say that from this advent calendar I'm going to keep anything that I think I'll get use out of, and anything I don't think I'm going to use will go into my box of things for giveaways for the future. So if I hold a giveaway in the future, I just sort of grab a few things out of that box. And in case you didn't know, I'm actually holding a giveaway when I get to 100 subscribers, so if you're not already subscribed, please do, and hopefully we'll get there soon and I'll be able to put that giveaway out into the world. But today we have a box from Revolution. I can't show you this side, it has my address on it, and it is the Revolution advent calendar. It's the 24-day one. From what I can see on their website, they have a few, but some of them are only 12 days of Christmas, some of them are 24. This is a smaller box than I was expecting. That could just be me, but it's smaller than I was expecting. Okay, so here is the calendar. It does have a sneak peek of what's inside it at the top, which I can't decide if I like or not. I mean, they did list everything in the calendar on the website and I did have a little bit of a look, but I do like to be a little bit surprised. I say that having looked at the entire list. But yeah, it also says on the back all the information about all the products. So let's open this up and have a look. Okay, so it just has a little sleeve and then you have this part and it opens up, and I think I'm gonna mess this up. No, there we go. Yay. There we go. I like the packaging. It's like pink marble, you've got some reflective boxes. And you do have all boxes 1 to 25, which I like. Some calendars only go up to 24. I think that's a bit cheeky. I want a gift on Christmas Day. I know Christmas Day has its own gifts, but I still want an advent calendar gift. So yeah, all 25 boxes. It looks really pretty. All I'm going to do is just go through each box, 1 to 25, show you what's in each one, talk a little bit about it, give you my opinion, and then at the end I will show you everything I'm going to keep from this advent calendar and everything I'm going to put into my giveaway box. And yeah, I'm very excited. Let's get started. I'm going to try and find some way of sitting this somewhere, but I don't know whether I'm going to be able to, so we'll see. Well, that was stupid. Okay, so I probably left the clip in of me dropping all the boxes out the calendar because I'm me and why wouldn't I do that? But turns out they're actually pretty easy to put back in order because they kind of only fit one way. I guess if they all fell out I'd struggle, but I was alright in this situation. I can't set it up anywhere. I promise I'll have a better setup next year. Please don't hate me. So I'm just going to hold it up, show you where the box is, although they're not in exact order anymore. But I'm just going to show you the box and then I'm going to open it. Okay, cool. It's the best I can do. Okay, box number 1 is actually this one up here. It did fall out. And in box number 1 we have this very cute red lipstick. Very Christmassy. We all love a red. And it is just there. Also, about these lipsticks, if you didn't know, see how the lid has this little red bit? You can actually pull that off and there's more product in there that you can use with a brush. So if you didn't know that, there you go. Okay, box number 2 is this one down here. Okay, so box number 2 is this. It is a liquid eyeshadow, which I'm very surprised to see in here. It's in the shade Mercury. It's a beautiful sort of bluey silver. It does look really pretty. I've never tried Revolution's liquid eyeshadows, but it does look very, very nice. I mean, interesting. I wonder if there's a few more shades of this in here, but I'd be interested in trying the formula. Okay, so next up is number 3, and number 3 is here. Number 3 is a lip gloss in a sort of squeezy tube, but let me tell you, the camera is not going to pick up on how stunning this is. It is a pearlescent gloss, and it's got reflex of, I can see yellow, orange, green, blue, pink. It looks gorgeous. And it's in the shade Strobe, and yeah, that's a kind of fitting name. Next up is box number 4, and that's this one here. And in this box we have a highlighter in the shade Condition. It's a nice highlighter. I don't think it's going to be my shade. It looks a bit too peachy for me. It looks like it'll be too dark on my skin tone, but it does look super nice, and I like that they've gone for almost like a medium-ish skin tone shade, because I feel like it'll suit more people instead of going for a white one, which would only suit pale people, or going for a super dark one. I think this is a nice in between. And if I really wanted to keep this, I could use it on my eyes, on my inner corner, on my brow bone. Highlighter doesn't matter as much in those places, but I wouldn't be able to use it on my cheeks because I think it would just be too dark. Next up is number 5, and that one is right here. And we have a little brow gel. I'm assuming it's clear. I think I remember reading that there was a clear brow gel in here. It is super small, but this would be great for traveling, throwing in your makeup bag, taking to work, even to school if you just want to like fluff your brows up a bit. Yeah, looks really nice. A good addition. Next up is this one here, number 6. And we've got a little sponge. This is a tiny, tiny sponge, but it actually feels super nice. I imagine it would be better when it's wet, obviously. But it does have a super sharp point. I reckon it would be great for getting like underneath your eyes and things like that. I think it's really cute, and it's quite nice and actually kind of useful as well, so that's great. Really cute. Number 7 is this long one here. And in this box we have a lip liner. I don't think it has a name, I can't see it anywhere, but I've just taken the lid off and the sort of end is a bit bent. I don't want to touch it, but it looks like it's about to break off. But it is a lovely red shade. I'm going to pop that back on. I haven't touched it at all because I don't know if I'm going to keep it yet. But I will say the Revolution lip liners are super nice and creamy. You do have to sharpen them, but they are very nice, and it is a lovely sort of like, it's not a true red, it's almost like a burnt orangey red, which looks quite nice. Next up, number 8, this big one here. Ooh, in box number 8 we get a little quad. It's in the colourway Honey Honey, and it has a matte dark brown, a matte black by the looks of it, and then a shimmery silver and a shimmery bronzy gold colour. It looks like a nice little quad, and I appreciate the fact they've put in a dark brown because a light brown might not work for everybody, and I think with this you would get such a lovely sort of smoky eye going on. I personally, because I do have lighter skin, would have to go in with another lighter brown shade, but this would be really nice, and I think you could easily get a look out of this little quad, and it's quite cute, and it's got the little marbled packaging. I quite like this. This is a good little addition. Next up, number 9. In number 9 we get a brow crayon. It's white. I'm a bit confused. I don't know what you would use this for. Is it like a, I don't want to touch it in case I don't keep it, but it might be like a wax which you can put through your brows, so that's quite nice, quite interesting. Don't often see brow products in advent calendars, so this is quite nice. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. Number 10 is up here. Number 10 comes in some sort of paper packaging. Oh, it's a brush. Ooh. So it is an angled brush. I will say the bristles are a little bit bent at the end here, but it does look quite nice. It looks quite thin. I think you could maybe do liner or brows with this, and I think I read on their website that these brushes are full size, which is super good for an advent calendar. Usually you get the mini little rubbish ones, and the brush itself is stunning. It's like this gorgeous pink colour, and you've got the pink and white bristles. I'm not a massive pink person, but this is really pretty. It's a good brush. you just have to straighten out those bristles a little bit, which is a bit of a shame. Number 11 is right here. We have another lipstick in the shade Baby. This is much more my shade. It's like a pinky nude. It looks stunning. It looks like a really pretty shade. I actually really like that. This one might be a keep. And again, the extra product in the lid. Number 12 is this long one down here. And here we have a lip gloss in the shade Slow, which I think is the same shade as that red lipstick, but this is not red. This is almost like a berry mauve sort of shade. Again, a very nice shade, my sort of colour. I quite like this. I like that they've not just thrown in a bunch of red shades because it's Christmas. I like they've put in the sort of autumny berry shades as well. Number 13 is this one here. And we have another gloss in the shade Sugar Jam. This one is a clearer gloss by the looks of it as opposed to the one we just saw. This one's very similar to the strobe one we saw earlier, but this one doesn't seem to have any reflection. It just seems to be what I assume is a sheer gloss. It looks quite nice. I like these sorts of packaging. They remind me of when I was a kid and everyone had these sorts of lip glosses. But yeah, it's a lovely pink shade. I imagine it wouldn't come out this colour on the lips, but it does look quite nice. Number 14 is right here. Box we have an eyeliner pencil. I'm assuming it's black. Yep, just a standard black kohl liner pencil. I have used one Revolution kohl liner pencil before and it was actually really, really good. I cannot recommend it enough, but I don't know where it's gone. So I might keep this one because if it's anything like the one I had before, it's really, really good and I highly recommend picking one up. They're very cheap and very good. Number 15 is back over on this side. And by the looks of it, we have another brush. Ooh, again, lovely colour, looks amazing, cute bristles. This is sort of a flat domed brush. These brushes are super good for doing cut creases and applying shimmer to your lid. And by the way, the bristles feel so soft. I really like this brush. It's very cute, very pretty. Yeah, cute. Number 16 is down here holding everything else up, so I might drop some things. Nope, we're safe. And in number 16 we have an eye primer, which is so good. I am obsessed with eye primers. However, I kind of own too many at this point. And I actually do own a Revolution one. I own the Prime and Lock, and I also have the cut crease canvas, which I do use for cut creases. I don't know whether this would sheer out completely because it does look very, very pale. But I'm assuming it would. I assume they wouldn't put a pale eye primer in an advent calendar that anyone could buy. That would be a bit unfair. So I assume this would sheer out quite nicely. I really want to keep this because I love eye primers, but I literally own like 6 and I don't need that many. Number 17 is this one here. We're good. And in this one we have a little mirror. It's quite nice actually, quite good quality. I can see everything wrong with my makeup. And on the back it's got a gorgeous pattern that sort of matches the box. I think it's really pretty. These are super useful. I always have one with me. I have about 3 from different brands and they're just so good. I normally have to check that my mascara isn't all over my face and I have to make sure my lipstick is still there. So these are super useful and I actually really like this one. This one's so cute. Number 18 is right here. And here we have an eyebrow pencil. I'm quite blonde. I don't know whether this would work for me because I feel like when they put in brow pencils, they tend to go for a sort of medium brown shade because that's sort of in between all of the brow shades, but obviously that doesn't work for everyone. This is too dark for me. It's not going to work for me. It's not going to work for a lot of people. I like that they've attempted to put something a bit different, but it's not universal, and it's such a shame when you get a product in an advent calendar that's not universal and that doesn't work for you. If this does work for you, amazing, great, I'm so happy for you, but it's never gonna work for me. Number 19 is down here. I was right, we have another liquid eyeshadow. This is in the shade Gold Dance, and it's quite pretty. It is sort of like a bronzy gold shade, but it seems to have a bit of a colourful reflect, which I love. I think between the two shades I prefer this one, but I also do quite like the look of the silver one, just because this one has that cool reflect. Number 20 is this one right here, and in this one we have a little blush in the shade Flirt, very similar to the highlight we got earlier, again with the marble on it, which I love it, it's so cute. This is a really nice shade. Again, I don't think it would work for everybody, but this one would work for me, which doesn't excuse it, but it does work for me. It's sort of a pinky, corally type shade, which is a shade that I kind of like. It looks very pretty. Yeah, there's the blush. I wonder if we're now going to get a bronzer. It's the only one we're missing. 21 is right here. Looks like another brush. Oh, okay. Again, the bristles are a little bit bent on mine, which isn't great, but this is almost like a concealer type brush. That's at least what I would use it for getting the concealer under your eyes. It's not fluffy, it's kind of flat, at least it would be if the bristles were doing okay. It looks quite nice. I don't know how much use I'd get out of this. Maybe I would use this for sort of doing my eye primer, but not my favourite type of brush. I would have preferred a fluffy blending brush, but that's just my preference. Number 22, we're almost there, guys. And we have another lip gloss. This is in the shade Cover, and it is a gorgeous sort of pinky corally shade. I think this is such a pretty shade. I don't know how pigmented these glosses are, but it looks quite nice. I like the colour of this. Number 23, I wonder if this one's going to be the bronzer. It's kind of shaped like the other two. Hey, I was right, it was a bronzer. It looks a little bit too dark for me. Again, they've probably gone for a medium-ish shade, but this, I don't think it would work for me. Depends how pigmented it is. It is in the shade Shape, by the way, in case you're wondering. This just isn't going to work for me, but I imagine it would work for quite a few people. And if it's not that pigmented, it probably would work for me. But I'm not willing to take that risk, unfortunately. And number 24 is this last little one down here. Oh, we have another brush. Okay, so this is a fluffy brush, which I did say I wanted, but it's not an eye blending brush. Again, a couple of the bristles are bent, but this is more of a small powder fluffy brush. I don't know what I would use this for. It's a bit too dense to use for highlight, maybe for powdering the under eyes and around the nose. This would actually be great for taking with you to work, to school, on a train, whatever, and touching up with powder when you need to. I think that's what this would be really useful for. Again, beautiful colour. I actually love the colour of these brushes. If they made a set in this colour, I might pick it up because it's really cute. But yeah, there's the brush. I actually think this one's quite a good one. And finally, the big one, number 25. And we have an eyeshadow palette. This is one of their Reloaded palettes. I do have two of their Reloaded palettes. I have Iconic Fever and Neutrals 2. I did used to have Deep Dive and Marvelous Mattes, I think. But I did declutter them because I just didn't need them in my collection. But these are actually really good quality. I think they retail for, it might be £4.25 now, maybe even £5. They used to be £4. But this is in the colourway You're a Winner, and I think the colours are really pretty. Yeah, I think this is a nice palette. I think this is a nice palette to end on because their Reloaded palettes are good quality and they are really nice. So I think to end on such a nice thing is a good treat, and you could have this on your eyes on Christmas Day. So now I'm going to go through all the products and decide whether or not I'm going to keep them. So I'm just going to quickly run through what I'm going to keep and what I'm not going to keep, and again, anything I'm not going to keep will go into my box of things to give away, and in the future when I do a giveaway I will just pull things from that box and it'll go straight back to you guys as a thank you for watching. So I've decided to keep the little mirror, the blush in the shade Flirt, both of the liquid eyeshadows. I'm really sorry, I just have an addiction to liquid eyeshadows and I want to see what their formula's like. The gloss in the shade Slow, the lipstick in the shade Baby, the black eyeliner, the red lip liner, but mainly because it's a bit damaged and I don't want to send damaged goods to you lot, so I'll keep this and get some use out of it. The little sponge, and finally the Reloaded palette. So of the 25 days, I'm keeping 10 of the items, and the 15 items that will go in my giveaway box are the eyeshadow quad, the highlight in the shade Condition, the bronzer in the shade Shape, the lipstick in the shade Slow, the 2 lip glosses in the shade Strobe and Sugar Jam, the clear brow gel, the eyebrow crayon, the brow pencil, the eye primer, the lip gloss in the shade Covert, and all 4 of the brushes. This calendar was worth £40. Do I think it was worth £40 personally to me? Bearing in mind I'm only keeping 10 of the products. Maybe not, it might be on the edge, but if you were to get this calendar and you think you would use most of these products, it would definitely be worth £40. And there are some really good products in here, and I do trust Revolution to put out good quality products, so I imagine that even the products I'm giving away would be absolutely fine to use, and if you like the look of them, they're probably more your thing, then it will be a great decision to make. Like I said, I will be doing the Glossy Box Advent Calendar. That'll probably be up in the next couple of weeks. I really don't know, I'm sorry, but subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. Again, the same thing will happen there. I will open all the boxes, I'll keep what I want, and everything else will go into giveaways. So there we go, that is my first ever advent calendar unboxing. Please let me know how you think I did, because I really want to do this every year. I love watching them. I've had great fun opening this one up, so I would love to do it again. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you like my content, please consider subscribing. I do makeup content, quite a lot of it. I put out a video every Wednesday. So if that interests you, just hit subscribe and join the little group we've got going on. Like I said, there will be a giveaway when I get to 100 subscribers, so help me get there by any means possible. But other than that, I really hope you have a great day and an amazing week, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye.